Check, 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 check. So good morning from not so sunny Vancouver, British Columbia. Finally, the clouds have found their way in from the ocean to the mainland here, the lower mainland in British Columbia. And this is Doug Cross bringing you day 4 coverage of the National Championship Festival. And coming up for the whole day, it's going to be all the plate and cup competitions for the U16 divisions of the men's side. And then don't forget tonight there's also the Canadian Rugby Championship game between the Wolfpack and BC Bears. That kicks off at 7 p.m. Check CanadianRugbyChampionship.com as we got all the links and embedded players there, and also on Rugby Canada we'll have a player linked into a story on that site so you can see the game there, or just watch it right on our YouTube channel. So this morning, to start us off, we have New Brunswick and Quebec taking each other on in the plate semifinal, essentially. So there will be 2 plate semifinals, and from that we'll get a plate finalist. And our game next up after the 9 o'clock start is going to be Newfoundland and Quebec. So I've said this is New Brunswick and Ontario. This is actually New Brunswick and Quebec playing, so we've got the wrong slide up there, so we're just going to take that down for a moment. So for Quebec, we have in the front row Marco Kaza, Michael Stakovitz, Jeremy Fleet, Simon Sirwan, Kyle Millen in the second row, Sebastian McBride and Nicholas Delaware are in the flank positions, and Thomas DeFiore is number 8. Stanislas Blaskowski is the scrum half, and Aidan McMullen is the fly half. Sebastian Iorici and Connor Butler in the centers. Evan Norris and Andrew Knopp are on the wings, and Thomas Burton is the fullback. And we'll give you the replacements as they come in. Dalton Cleghorn, in at the number 1 spot with Colin Greer and Cole Keith for New Brunswick. Nathan Matchell and Cody Purcell in the second rows. Andrew Steele, Wesley Kitchen, Nick Davidson in the back row. You'll see Davidson with his big shock of hair at the number 8 spot. Memories of Colin Jarvis. At the scrum half spot, James Duguid and Chris Como. Cameron Dick in one wing and Jordan Higgins on the other, and Cody Robar and Patty Curry in the centers. Nick Summers is your fullback, and referee for the game is Rose Lebreche, with assistants Andrew McMaster and Connor Cooper. Nathan Abdenauer is the fourth official. And we're underway here as Quebec receives the ball. So Quebec working that ball well from the ruck situation. Now that is New Brunswick scoring under the posts to start their game off strong. That is Nick Davidson, the number 8, who managed to pinch that ball and take it all the way. So good start for New Brunswick. So early on, it is 5-0 for New Brunswick over Quebec. So great start by the young men from the East Coast. Don't forget tomorrow's finals day, and you'll see some good cup competitions and playoffs for 3rd and 4th in the U18 men's and women's divisions. Flag stays down. Score remains 5-0. Rose Lebreche will get this underway. We have a mic feed from Rose Lebreche today, so if you hear comments and some of the calls in the background, that's what you're hearing, and good to have that. Quebec driving well to the 22-meter line. Ball in cleanly for Quebec, but they'll have it up again.
You need to hit. Okay.
So whistle from LaBreche. Ball spinning down the line. Quebec finding an inside track there.
You're not. Oh. Not 10.
So it looked like Quebec might have been in for a try there, but they'll come back for the penalty. New Brunswick back to its own goal line. Stanislas Blaskowski getting this started. So that's Baptiste Dubove, who's playing at scrum half there for Quebec. Quebec players are issued their jersey, so it's not through standard form. Rose LaBreche looking down and saying that one was held up.
He's patient. Row.
Here's the instruction.
Set! Okay, bring it up.
So she'll have that again.
Deal, guys. Okay, keep your foot. So remember what I said before the game? It's a
Good opportunity for Quebec here.
Okay. Coach! Touch! Set! Ball in. Stay.
Oh, missed opportunity. That ball's gone loose. Still trying to work it through. The fly half. Aiden McMullen, he's brought to ground. Driving to the right of that maul. Quebec still keeping possession. Playing a very patient game. Now over the line, and that's a try. Congratulations being offered as we try and pick up the number of the player who scored that one. Looks like that's number 6, Sebastian McBride, as the points go up. So Quebec in the lead now, 7-5.
Guys, water needs to come off.
Restart. Quebec immediately trying to get that ball down the other end. Some evasive running by Patty Curry. He's finally brought down.
Okay, sorry. Use it. Back.
Quebec's got that ball now. They're coming through the inside.
Take a step.
Multiple phases being strung together by Quebec. Oh, and the pass just falls behind a little bit to Andrew Knopp. That's the fullback now, Thomas Burton. Oh, and the counter rucking. New Brunswick rather has left their feet. So the knock on first.
Mark's over here, guys.
So Quebec still with the put in.
Coach! Touch! Set!
Big push, but Quebec still has possession.
Guys, you need to hold the wheel.
Having it up again.
45, okay?
Sorry.
When you need to engage, okay? So really make an effort.
Instructions being given about front row engagement by LaBrush.
Coach! Touch! Set! Stay behind the ball.
Steady platform. Some of the New Brunswick players starting to pop up there. Now taking that from the side of the scrum. Quick pass out by DeBove. Oh, and some great running now. Stepping out of a tackle is Burton. This could be another Quebec try. Yes, it is.
Are we good there? We're good? Too late?
So Quebec starting to get their offensive motor going.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
So Evan Norris scoring that one for Quebec.
There was some play off the ball, okay? So he needs to...
Okay.
He was out on that far wing. As we await the conversion kick here.
Doing all right?
If we already had it, I was looking down at my paperwork, so I think the score will stay 12-5. Oh no, we haven't done the conversion kick. He's just retrieving the ball now and coming back.
You have about 30 seconds.
So keep Quebec finished their campaign, the round robin campaign, 2-2, while New Brunswick 0-4, looking for their first win in the competition as that ball drifts well short. And so now the competition's kind of like in sevens, where you'll have a plate and a cup competition. Won't have a bowl in this particular instance, but just gives the players some meaningful games and the ability to have more closely matched games as the teams were reseeded after the opening rounds. New Brunswick will restart this. 15 minutes gone in this first half. Oh, drop ball right off the kickoff is Aditya Sunnypal.
No, leave it. Blue here, yep.
Able to find the handle. New Brunswick now with a chance. That's do good, the scrum half.
Get out, forward.
That Quebec player is lying on the ball, and now that's Davidson. He was our first try scorer for New Brunswick.
No.
And he's a real interesting player to watch. Very physical, has good ball awareness, and just not afraid of the contact. And I know selectors are just keeping an interesting eye on what he's doing out there.
Seconds in.
So if you get a chance and you're in the Vancouver area, come watch some rugby and then come to the Canadian Rugby Championship game tonight. BC Bears taking on the Wolfpack, the opening game of the 2013 CRC season. And there will be a lot of kids watching this game. Over 1,000 kids will probably be in attendance. And this will be a great atmosphere here at the newly minted Gerald McGavin Rugby Pavilion at UBC. And it'll be a superb place for a game to take place as the New Brunswick team gets that ball in despite the push there. Now Davidson looking to throw to his wing out there, number 20, Jeff Gorman. Oh, and stolen in contact. Davidson bundles in the Quebec player into touch. The flanker, number 7, Nicholas Delaware. So we'll have a line out right in front of our position here.
It's fine.
Davidson, a good clean target in the line there. And Cody Purcell driving into traffic, but that ball stolen again in contact. Now it's the flanker, Sebastian McBride. He's done well distributing it out wide. Now driving up the middle of the field, Quebec showing their pace again. Brunswick now trying to rein in the pace of these Quebecois players. Keep Quebec, les Bleus.
Leave it, guys.
Oh, and knocked down just as he passes. Now left-footed kick. Interesting. No one really home defensively as number 20, Jeff Gorman, tries to get to it. He does. Manages to touch that down just before a Quebec player can get there and have the benefit of scoring a try.
You're allowed to yeah.
So now it's going to be a 22-meter dropout, and Quebec bringing all their tall men to try and block this kick, and really left a wide open area behind them available, and doesn't matter, the ball will go right to the fullback, Burton. He does a shimmy shake and tries to get past a tackler, but it's Wesley Kitchen, waiting for him. Quick offload to the flanker, McBride. We've called his name a couple of times. He's got a ability to run with that ball.
Leave it, Red.
That ball still coming out. Quebec has it, but need to really work hard for it. Now advantage being played. I think there's some hands in the ruck there. Now driving up the right side of that ruck with advantage still being called, and Lebrecht has a word for Davidson to stop mugging one of the Quebec players there. So now we get the full penalty. Let's listen. A quick offload. That's to the prop, Marco Caza. He goes a good 2 or 3 meters before he stopped. That ball working its way back slowly like a splinter coming out of your thumb. And that's been knocked on, but not before penalty by Quebec. They were not staying on their feet. You got to keep your shoulder above your hips on both sides of the ball. So
yes,
penalty there, and the clearance kick down the field will not find, just finds touch, and I thought maybe Burton would have had a chance to slap that ball back into touch with a little bit of an acrobatic move, but opportunity lost there. So these players must be feeling the effects now. 4 days now they'll have been in competition by the end of this. They'll be playing a couple of games today. No, they'll only be playing one game. Sorry, I was thinking of another division there. So quick tap now by number 22, Dylan Larbertson. Ball getting to the outside now. That'll be another try, or is it? Hang on.
That was held up first motion, guys. Scrum.
No, it's held up.
89.
Okay, yeah, watch this side, and I'll watch. Here's the mark, guys.
Come on, guys.
Go, boys, we need this ball. Let's go, boys. Steal this. Go, guys, we need this ball.
Back in den.
Coach.
Kenzie, behind the line.
Lebrecht gives her instructions.
Hold, Red. stay bound.
Now the take from the back row, that's number 8, Di Fiore. Oh, drop ball by Quebec. Brush picked up on it. It'll be a scrum for Quebec. Sorry, scrum for New Brunswick.
Hey, Green, front row, look at me.
Gonna have Jillian back on the camera for us on Saturday and Sunday. She's a champ.
Coach! Touch! Nice.
So that's scrum not settling properly now. An indirect penalty. Free kick.
Advantage.
Marco Casa taking that to the line now. He just needs to touch it down, but New Brunswick will be there to stop it.
We're gonna bring it
Now
back,
we're going to
guys,
come
not
back
10.
to the direct penalty. They may be engaged
Not
inside
10 on
that
the goal
5-meter
line.
zone. So Quebec with another chance here. Oh, and they might have a half gap. Yes, that'll be a try.
Number was a bunch of them? 17.
That might have been Connor Butler, number 13, scoring that for Quebec.
You're a star.
Score pushed to 17-5 now.
Oh.
LaBrush taking a well-deserved drink.
I like choked on some water before this game. It's pretty nice going down right now.
And the conversion goes across. Score 19-5 now
like I'm
for Quebec.
8-ish? 60. So 30-minute halves.
If you're coming out to the Canadian Rugby Championship game, lots of great merchandise on sale too, as the
not 10.
Rugby
Okay, so
Canada
if I give a
store
penalty or a
on
free
site
kick, they
here.
need to get back 10,
Have
'cause
a
that's
chance
twice.
for you to get some great
Okay, can you
bargains
just have a
and
quick
great
word right now?
T-shirts and event
Okay, yeah,
T-shirts
time's
and
off.
things like that, and great general Rugby Canada
Quickly,
wear.
quickly.
Deanna Ahe working hard on, designing some great stuff for the store, and just a great catalog and online store with all sorts of new products for 2013. So,
Okay, we're
in the
good,
old
guys.
days, all you had was a rugby shirt you could wear. Now, lots of styling T-shirts and polos and stuff you might even wear to work or a barbecue, and look pretty good doing it. Store.rugbycanada.ca. If you're not in the Vancouver area, you can buy online. Restart by New Brunswick. Oh, drop ball there right from the kickoff, and so New Brunswick with a pretty good opportunity now. They'll be inside the 22 for a scrum.
Yeah, Mark's. Brett, I'm not again. Accelerate penalty if you guys don't sort it out.
I'll help you if you need it.
Crouch! Touch! Set!
So hold, touch, set, the new instruction. Davidson taking him to the back of the line, and he has a bit of a collision with LaBreche. Now offloading, that's do good.
Okay, get out of there, Blue!
Colin Greer
Out!
now, the hooker. Now they're trying to organize a bit of a rolling maul. That ball's come out nicely. Going left. And now that's Gorman. He's immediately tackled, and that ball is out and free.
Leave him, Red.
But it looks like Quebec has secured possession.
Use it, Blue! Take a set.
Flipping that straight back, and now trying to pull out of the clutches of Colin Greer's tackle is Nicholas Delaware.
That's out.
Now another pass straight back. Quebec falling behind territorially. Now they've put a clearance kick into the New New Brunswick half, and that's Gorman again. He's all over the park. Tight spin pass to the wing, Cameron Dick.
That's fine.
Quebec stealing that again at the breakdown. Quick release from Dylan.
Oh no, offside!
Lambertson. Now deep kick here, the fullback from
15.
Quebec, Thomas Burton, tracking down
15
number 13,
blue,
Patty
15
Curry, but not
blue.
before a blast of the whistle. Let's hear.
Yeah. 15 blue, offside.
So that was against Burton, the fullback, that he was offside, maybe in front of the kick. Now that's Davidson, the number 8.
He out of there,
Ability
blue.
to stay on his feet. Now finally brought to ground. Do good to the hooker, Greer. Greer pounding through for a couple.
So.
Do good again to the fly half, Como. Now that's Robar, outside center.
Small. Hey.
Rolling. This New Brunswick wagon train's rolling. That almost looked like a forward pass, flat at best. Now it's a second row Matchell.
No.
His first real touch of the ball this morning. Looks like some hands in there. Advantage being played.
10 intentional knock forward.
Intentional knock forward, says Lebrecht. Hand in, just knocking that ball on and making it unplayable for New Brunswick. And do a few of those and you'll end up with a yellow card.
We'll stay for here.
Quick tap. Number 17, Mahar, Eddie Mahar.
Release him, blue! Back, take a step.
Do good. That ball goes to ground before Davidson can get to it. So it'll be a knock on, scrum Quebec.
Is he?
Good to have sound out there on the field, hear what's going on. Sometimes in the far reaches,
last scrum looked a lot better.
Miss some of the goings on.
Coach!
Lebrecht, an up-and-coming referee.
Stay 5.
Davidson now doing his favorite move. Oh, but that's not his favorite move. Dropping the ball is Quebec now, going the other way. Clearance kick. It'll be
advantage over.
Retrieved by New Brunswick, but now spilled forward as Jeremy Hughes was tackled. The ball spilled forward. So Quebec with a bit of a net gain there despite the miscue. And it'll be scrum to Les Bleus.
Oh, okay, yeah, just time off. 3 minutes, less than 3, okay? Give me the ball. Less than 3.
There's less until the half.
Yes. Someone see something?
So less than 3 minutes to halftime.
Okay.
Don't know why they're taking a water break now if they're almost at half. We have
I keep waiting for you to come in on the mic, Andrew, and saying.
Have one player getting treatment there, number 2, Colin Greer.
Are you okay? You gonna continue? Oh.
And indeed, Greer probably
Okay,
won't
timing,
continue. Looks like he's coming off. We'll let you know who the replacement player is when we spot him. So it's a scrum for Quebec here, and the dying minutes of this opening half. 19-5, Quebec leading New Brunswick.
Ball in.
That's a foot up there, but they're gonna reset it.
It needs to
ball's in now. Good service to the fly half. McMullen. Oh, and that ball just, it dropped into touch by Jeff Gorman, and he's unhappy, and now the quick throw in. And that was Burton getting it. And now number 13 scoring the second try of his morning, Connor Butler. Andrew Knopp helped on that try.
I'm gonna have to retake this.
But heads up play by Butler. Actually, it was Evan Norris that did the quick throw in, and you know, some people say, oh, that wasn't straight. It doesn't have to be straight when you're doing the quick throw in. You can throw back on the angle because there's no tunnel and no requirement, so you can fling it any old which way. It's only when the tunnel is set that you're obligated to have the straight throw in.
No big deal.
So just before half, another 5-pointer for Quebec puts them into a commanding 24-5 lead here. Doesn't mean New Brunswick hasn't been doing a lot of hard work out there. Watching them the other day against Saskatchewan, and was really impressed by what they did there. And that is halftime. So we're going to have a quick break in the action and back with more in just a couple of minutes.
What'd you say? Oh.
Is there something wrong in the scrums?
It was just the early draw or early engage from your team, but it was solved in the past 2 scrums. So. But they seem to have solved it for the most part, so hopefully it continues.
So back for second half action here at Joel McGavin Rugby Pavilion. It's Quebec leading New Brunswick 26-5. So the sun's starting to burn some of the clouds off here after, oh gosh, ever since Monday, just 5 brilliant days of sun. And first sign of trouble in paradise here today, but even that's not so bad. So New Brunswick will no doubt have a game plan where they just they need to get that ball in hand. They just haven't played with the ball a lot, but they've done well, especially led by Nick Davidson, the number 8. I think he's the type of guy that can really pick this team up by the scruff of the neck and say, come on, let's get something done here. And they've just got to chip away at it, but they have 30 minutes to, you know, get into this game again. So let's see how they do.
Blue captain?
So referee Rose Lebreche gets things underway. Quebec kicking off and taken and dropped by Cody Purcell. So immediate opportunity here for Quebec on that loose ball. They'll play the advantage, see how that goes for them. And that player coming well offside. And coming through the gate from New Brunswick, needs McMullen now. And could be the opening try.
I was wondering why I was taking off.
So that's a try.
Can you have a word with him?
I believe that's McMullen that scored that one.
My AR is just having a word with him.
The score moves up to 31-5.
Thanks, guys.
Conversion given, 33-5. So the Wolfpack BC Bears game will be interesting tonight. Usually, you know, when you're on the road, you're a bit lonely, but there are tons of Alberta fans here with all the different age grade teams that are participating. They'll have a pretty loud cheering section, and as pointed out, not just Alberta, it's Manitoba and Saskatchewan as well, all supporting the Prairie Wolfpack, as that team is made up of those 3 provinces. So they could have some pretty good voice here as New Brunswick gets that underway, and Quebec driving, trying to keep possession.
Take step. Use it!
Instruction from Lebreche is use it. You got a couple of 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi once you receive that instruction. Now ball going back deep. That's 13, Curry, Patty Curry. Now he's got some help on his outside shoulder. Will he be able to offload before he's wrapped up? Bit of a shirt tackle there by the fullback, Thomas Burton from Quebec. He is a nice, tall
Get out of there, Red!
kid.
Red, you have to roll!
This under 16 game. He's got lots of pace.
You have to roll. You have to roll faster.
So not rolling away from the tackle situation. New Brunswick pinged, and they will retreat 10 meters as we see fullback Dylan Lambertson giving some secret signals. Now they decide no signals required. We're just going to have Aiden McMullen give this one a kick into touch, and we'll go with the line out. That was a well-placed touch finder, getting them down to within 10 meters of the New Brunswick line. And the Quebec line-out has been working very, very well.
2, 7, and 11 Red. You're subbing?
Of course, that might be the kiss of death, and it'll be a throw over the top, and New Brunswick
Number 11?
taking it. But a few changes here now. New Brunswick.
Guys.
You got Colin Greer, the flanker,
So
Wesley
15,
Kitchen, and the winger, Cameron Dick, all coming off. We'll see who comes in and now taken by Quebec and just a meter out. Can they touch that down?
Where's it?
No, it's not mine.
So try for Quebec.
Oh, you're saying it's left-footed. Okay. No problem.
Yes, I'm much happier with that.
Apologize, did not get to see the number there.
Fair enough.
It'll be McMullen with the conversion attempt. Successful kick will put them up to 40-5. Oh boy, he's got some range. That was a nice kick. The blue machine keeps rolling along. The restart coming from number 21, Liam Chase. Now Quebec trying to go up the right wing. Lots of blue shirts in support. Driving hard. Oh, and there's a big gap. Oh, and look at the stutter step, inside, outside, like a slalom skier. Oh, tackled just before the line. That ball is knocked forward.
First, guys.
Knocked forward in the tackle, and kind of an awkward tackle on the Quebec player as well, but a great run.
Red 5? Red 5 sub?
So now Cody Purcell will come off for New Brunswick.
Andrew, can you come up?
We love scrums, boys. We love scrums.
Crouch! Touch! Set! Okay, bring it up. Okay. Remember what I said,
Take
so you
that
need to come
scrum
in and
again.
engage, okay?
I was trying to board. Okay, come on, guys. Tight that, tight that.
Crouch! Touch! Set! Straight out. Came straight out the tunnel. Yep.
LeBreche will reset this scrum one
So
more
props on
time.
that side, just keep your feet up, okay? So we don't have to reset this one.
Telling the front rows what she's looking for.
Crouch! Touch! Set! Say!
Now a penalty against Quebec. After a couple of warnings.
Yep.
Kick for touch does not find the mark. Oh, it does. McMaster on the far sideline putting his flag up. Must have been just 1 foot into touch. And so it will still be Quebec's throw-in. Sorry, New Brunswick's throw-in. Oh, and that's not gone straight at all. So Quebec will have the choice. Scrum in 15 or another line out.
Option. Line out scrum. Scrum.
In the history of me calling rugby over the last 15, 20 years, I don't think I've ever heard a team go for the line out. It's almost time maybe the law should be On a not straight, it's automatically scrum in 15.
Crouch. Touch.
As
Set.
Quebec prepares to get this ball in.
Ball in, one.
Driving well.
Yeah, foot up,
Another
guys.
whistle.
Foot up, Red. You got to keep your foot down before the ball's in, okay? No, back to.
So foot up early, so free kick here for Quebec. It's a straight up plan of a bowling ball up the middle, and it's working well. 7:10 spare left here.
Use it, Blue.
Encouraging tap from a teammate from behind.
That's fine. Get
Just
out
at
of
the
there,
line
Blue.
now.
No, 5, leave it.
Oh, and looks like New Brunswick might have counter-rucked here. They have stolen it at the line. Great tackle by like McBride out there. I thought he had left the field.
Release him. Release him.
Another steal at the goal line, this time by Jeremy Fleet. Call him Jeremy Fleet of foot as they get out from within their own
Hey, no advantage,
goal
guys.
line now. Oh, and a bit of play off the ball there. I don't know what happened there. Let's listen in.
Guys, make sure you're listening for the whistle, okay?
So LaBrush satisfied that it was just a continuation of
There's
play.
left forward by Blue.
And, no malice there. We'll bring
Yep.
it back for the scrum. Knock on by Quebec.
17,
And so
20, and 3 Red. Sub, please. 3, 17, and 20.
So Jeremy Fleet,
Okay, great.
Ellie Kleiman, and Cole Keith, Jeff Gorman, and Eddie Mahar all coming off the field after
Keep your
putting
foot
in a
before the
pretty
ball's in.
solid effort.
Touch. Hey, release him, Reds!
So New Brunswick's done well to absorb the pressure from Quebec here for the last few minutes, but they might have the overlap on now. It's another try for Quebec.
I know. So I'm not complaining too hard.
Too hard.
I'll be nice.
So the score pushed to 45.
Oh,
5.
right, yeah, 10.
Aiden McMullen scoring that one.
Want to pass me some water, please? Thanks. This is Conan's, but I'll drink it.
You've been drinking that first.
McMullen will take this kick. Well, that's a well-struck ball. Flags go up. That's a superb conversion kick. So Quebec really want to pour it on in this game. Win this with some authority, 47-5. 13 minutes gone in this second half. The restart from 21 Liam Chase. Brunswick driving Quebec into touch. They'll have the line out.
Sub. 2 blue, and 12 red. 12
so
red.
Michael Stakovets and Sebastian Iyer. Oh, and it's going to be, yeah, Sebastian Corey Robar coming off for New Brunswick, and Michael Stakovets for Quebec, the hooker, coming off. Oh, drop ball. There's Quebec. What will they do with this mistake? Kicking it down the park, advantage gained. Oh, and that's taking a bit of a Quebec bounce. Let's do good now under some pressure. He right foots it down the field. High bounce, awkward bounce, but taken by Quebec. Pursuing tackler, evaded. That's Delaware, the flanker, still on his feet, still doing well. He's gone some 30 meters.
Let's knock forward.
Advantage being played. Advantage New Brunswick now. Can they get the, they're doing well. Advantage is over as the ball is dropped. And so we'll take the scrum and it'll be Quebec. So just as advantage was gained by New Brunswick, they dropped the ball and it's going to be put in for Les Bleus.
Here's Marcus.
Come on, Rochester.
It's coming up at 10:30 of Newfoundland taking on
was the last penalty was for, so.
Quebec.
Coach! Touch!
Sorry, that's his old schedule. Pardon me.
No.
10:45, we'll have Newfoundland taking on Ontario 2. Davidson, ball in hand.
That's fine. Yeah.
The knock on, we'll see Quebec with another scrum opportunity.
Okay, both of you. Feet down before the ball's in. Coach! Touch! Set! Good. Go, ball in.
Dylan Lambertson told to get that ball in. Now Quebec going down the line, flinging that pass a little wildly as pressure put on by New Brunswick. That ball put back nicely, but will come back.
Okay, great. Guys, you just knock forward. Great,
So
thanks.
knock on detected. They'll bring it back and have another scrum here.
Good.
Yell it. I want to hear it. Come on. Second done. Seal. Watch the numbers left.
Coach! Touch! Set! Ball in. Hold the wheel!
Lambertson getting that ball in again. Quickly flung back by the number 8, Thomas DiFiore. Now swinging back right. Out to the wing now. Andrew Knopp. He's still on the field. That's into touch.
Oh my God, sorry.
No wrap.
Just tripped over somebody. Okay, match red. Okay. Are we having a sub or what's?
Oh, we're gonna have some
Are we having a sub?
substitutions before this
Why is he running
throw
off
in.
the field? Okay. No, it's just a sub. I wasn't sure someone was running off the field.
Oh, maybe not. So we'll have another line out. Restart here.
Okay, that's not straight. Option.
Not straight. New Brunswick with a choice.
Is your captain still on the field? Okay. Scrum.
Scrum in 15.
it's on the 50. It's on the.
Second turn! Listen, listen, listen!
Coach!
Low, low, low! Whoa, stop
Keep it bigger, guys.
Cinch. Team.
Okay, let's go.
Lock in.
Touch! Set!
To put in for New Brunswick. Do good. Do good, does good. And now it is Trevor Ward
Fine.
trying to go up that left wing on the far side and driven out by Quebec.
Brought out by blue. Red line. Okay, but are you going to be subbed off, or? Because we're going to continue playing on if he's not in this.
So now it's the fullback wearing number
Yeah.
13, Connor
Yeah, okay.
Butler.
Hey guys,
will
we're
be
going to
looked
play on.
at.
Fine.
The take by Davidson and really ill-advised. We're having play going right around the assessment of Colin Butler. Now they'll stand up and get out of the road. And now play going back the other way.
Is that not score by blue?
You kind of gotta get the guys off the field before
Okay.
you restart the
I
game when
definitely
they're
heard a
that
crack
close.
there.
Was well behind or another part of the field perhaps. Now Butler staying on the field right now.
Oh, it didn't sound good. Less than 10.
Maybe they're unclear he's going to be subbed off or not.
Time's off, guys.
The New Brunswick teams used
Yeah,
a lot
time's
of their
off,
subs,
time's
so
off.
they may be out of players is the issue.
Less than 10. Thanks.
Less than 10 minutes to go is
It's going to be a
the
scrum
advice.
for red.
Red?
Yeah. Yeah.
13's
Oh,
gonna be
wait.
coming up too.
Okay. I heard a crack there.
so now it's Butler coming off. But will he be replaced, or will New Brunswick just play shorthanded, or are they going to ask to have a player come back on? We have a Quebec player down as well.
It's raining, I think, a little.
I know it is. Better than
So now I see a
Pardon?
New Brunswick player coming across
Yeah,
and
yeah.
checking into the game.
Especially this week. Yeah.
Can the open or blindside flanker pick up the ball anymore?
Well, the ball had come out the side, but generally it depends on how much wheel there is.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually, once more.
$47-5, Quebec leading. I think it's got a little static here as Quebec still treating that player.
I want to take that with you on the side. .32s.
Now that is, I want to say that's number 22 for
Smaller,
Quebec. Dylan Lambertson, he was the scrum half. He's being carried off the field with
Yeah,
a
it's gonna be a scrum.
round of applause, and now they'll restart this contest with a scrum going to New Brunswick.
Oh. Okay, ready, guys?
seconds!
Crouch! Touch! Set! Hold the wheel! Hold!
That ball comes flying out the back of the scrum, but the early drive by Quebec negates that. New Brunswick finds touch just inside the Quebec half.
difference that we did hold the push.
Just hold.
We held the push, but
There's the wheel came around too much, okay? So it's only 45 degrees.
Okay.
Okay with that?
So now it's New Brunswick driving through. Spin pass back, Davidson. New Brunswick trying to organize something here now.
Use it.
Simon Blanks from Newfoundland comes over to say hello. They have him on site.
That was hard in the pickup there.
Now the knock on, and it will be Quebec ball.
15, you gotta roll out of there faster, okay?
I think Quebec will try and maybe put New Brunswick under some pressure
Mark's
with
here.
a high ball in behind the 22-meter line, as this game hasn't moved too much out of the current area they're in.
Play or die.
Les Bleus need to jumpstart this a little bit.
Lower. Good low, Dalton.
Coach! Touch! Set!
Front rows come together cleanly. Thomas DiFiore now. New Brunswick doing well to tie that ball up, and I reported Lambertson had come out, so I think I still see 22 out there, so.
It's not forward. Pardon? Yeah. Guys, take a step back, Blue. The mark's over here.
Seconds!
Coach! Touch! Set!
That scrum well contested. Now, spin pass from the New Brunswick side of the scrum. Fly half, Como. Chris Como. Oh boy, body's tumbling around out there. Como now driving back into the line. Do good. Quick offload to number 16, Matt Rogers.
That's fine. Release it, Red. Don't touch it. No, leave it. 20.
I'm coming up.
Okay,
Now,
Red, you
long
gotta roll
blast
out
of
of
the
there, and
whistle
you're playing that on the ground.
From LaBreche.
16,
Hands
you can't touch on the ground, okay?
Hands in the ruck.
That's fine.
Get you every
Your
time.
penalty.
You can see the toll
Like 2.
being
Less than 2.
taken on some of the players. Looking at 16, Matt Rogers is at the bottom of that pile as Quebec kicks that into touch, and we'll have the line out just outside the 22-meter line.
Like a minute, probably.
So we had quite a long
Like a
injury
minute.
stoppage there. Probably another 6 or 7 minutes to play here.
1 minute. Okay, let's go, Blue.
Next
Set it,
action,
please.
10:45. If you're watching online, just stay on the current page, but refresh, and the new video player. We have to put a new player code in for every game in order to give you nice archive systems as we've been developing as Quebec gets that ball back.
Jason, get in there. I got defense.
Now that's crabbing close to the
Pass,
touchline,
pass.
but look at that.
Okay, come
It's
around,
like
come around,
the
guys.
world's slowest float just going
Okay,
down the
use
main
it.
street here.
It's fine.
And now taken by Davidson. He's a larcenous character when it comes to pinching the ball, and he's done a great job. Number 22, Jeremy Hughes, now in the line. He immediately offloads. They're getting quick hands down the line. Positive stuff here from New Brunswick now late in this game.
It's fine.
Running laterally, looking for a break in the New Brunswick line. Now heading upfield.
Okay, get out of there,
Quebec
Red.
seeing the gaps. That little scrum half reaching right into that ruck to get that ball. Tackle immediately made by New Brunswick. Step inside by McMullen, the fly half. Now that's out to the scrum half, number 9, Blaskowski. Liam Chase from New Brunswick with that man, but then this ball's changed possession 3 or 4 times in the last 20 seconds. Ball out cleanly as Lambertson spins it out to the right. And that'll be a Quebec try.
That was number 25, just in case you didn't get that. Thank you. Yeah.
Where's the green tea? Ken, where's the green tea?
Yeah.
So Quebec getting over the 50-point mark now. 53 with the conversion to come. Sorry, 52. The conversion to come.
That was like pulling my hair out. It was so painful. That's game, but you have about 10 seconds.
McMullen with the conversion. He's proven to be quite a kicker so far and does not disappoint again. And that'll be final points of this game
On the field for red?
as Quebec
Oh.
defeats New Brunswick 54-5. They'll get into the plate final.
Is Nathan not doing his job?
They'll play the winner of the 10:45 match coming up between Newfoundland and Ontario 2.
Thanks, guys.
And
Thanks.
then we'll
Signature.
Can you just write my own signature?
see how that all plays out as it's a round robin. I guess, yeah, I have to apologize that originally I said they were only playing one game. They'll be playing 2 games today, and it's a round robin plate competition. So whoever comes out on top of the 4 teams that play each other will be the ultimate winner. So that's going to do it for now. We'll stop our stream and restart it. You'll have the fresh player in a couple of minutes on this page. And been a pleasure bringing you this action between Quebec and New Brunswick. For now, we will say goodbye and back at around 10:40 Pacific time. Talk to you then.